Hey everybody, this here is Joe with Fin Parts USA. We're coming to you with a new series that I've been thinking about all winter, and I've talked to a couple people that that are brand new into the fin and don't have somebody right there to kind of show them the ropes, so to speak, on how to rig it. And I've explained a lot of stuff over the phone, but I think a video would be a lot easier. So this series is going to be completely for the brand new fin sailor that doesn't have somebody around the boat yard, or they're trying to look at YouTube videos on how things are ran or any of that stuff. So anyway, so we're coming to you from beautiful Colorado. I just got off the lake of sailing and the wind died down a little bit, so I thought I'd shoot this video. We're going to be using my new R1 that we just produced here. It's a great little fin. Really enjoying sailing it. So anyway, so let's kind of jump into the rigging a little bit. Once again, this is for the brand new fin sailor. If you've been sailing a fin for a while or whatever, you already know all this stuff. But those poor new guys like myself, when I first started the fin, there was nobody around to show me anything. So I'm trying to watch YouTube videos like of Ben Ainsley and PJ and Ed Wright just screaming downwind, but yet I'm trying to see their control lines. Like, how do they run their out haul? Where's their in haul come through? How are their lines set up? So this is for the new guy out there. So, and I say guy, I'm sorry, there's starting to be a lot of women sailing the fin as well, which is really cool to see coming to class. So I apologize if I say guy or something, but just know that's what I meant, as the fin sailor. So anyway, so most fins are set up a typical way. Now, you don't have to. That's one of the great things about the fin class, is you don't have to rig it the same. It's not like the laser class where it says you have to sail or you have to rig in this exact way. There's a lot of really smart people in the fin class, a lot of engineers, a lot of just very intelligent people that like to tinker and tweak things and make it work a little bit better for them. So that's one of the cool things about the fin class. So kind of getting into the control lines here. This line right here is for your center board to raise it and lower it. Come back here to a change of direction so you can actually pull it from back here and it lines up and automatically locks into your cleat. You've got your cutting ham, your in-haul, your out-haul, and your boom thing. You don't have to put them in that order, but almost every boat out there, that's the order they put them in, and usually when it comes from the factory or anything like that, that's where they're going to be. You can put them in whatever order makes sense to you, but that is the basic setup that most people have. They go down underneath. My phone's not going to show you a great picture, but there's a couple changes of direction right there at the front of the centerboard case. Then they go forward. The lines from there, they go through some blocks right on the mast foot, and then it comes up through your mast. There's some holes right here in your mast that all of the lines will kind of come through right up front here. No. So as you can see down there, there's a whole lot of lines and pulleys coming through, but they all go through that little change of direction blocks right on the mast foot, come straight up. So typically you want your out haul to be on the far right, then your boom thing, then your in haul, and then your out haul, then your in haul right here coming up in that order. I guess you could switch your in haul and your cutting ham on the other side, because those just come straight up to your sail, but the other two, they have to go in line. Your out haul has to hook up directly in line with your boom, and then the pulley here for your boom thing has to line up. So those two have to be in that spot. The other ones you can. So the in haul, everybody does it a little bit differently. There's thousands of ways to rig an in haul. The way I do it is I just come straight up. I do have a block here just to get rid of a little bit of friction. This block is just tied around the mast so it can't really move, and it's right there. It goes up and around, and then I've got this little ring right here that I've spliced in, and it just goes right here, right underneath my mast, right underneath this mast base, and it ties off and it comes up. It's nothing more than just a spot to tie off to. It just makes it really easy at the end of the day to untie and de-rig. So I come up, go through that change of direction, around, and tie off. I have seen people that this little RVS pin, I have no idea what that stands for, but Hit Mast puts them on there. I've seen one or two on some Wilkies, maybe on a Potomast, but Hit always puts them in there. They're really nice because you can actually run your in-haul through the boom side of this, up and around your mast, through your in-haul hole, and then tie back off to your mast, and it will pull back. So as long as your in-haul pulls towards your mast, you can rig it really any way. Most people have a block. A lot of people will actually screw their block into their mast, the gooseneck right here. I tied off. I'm a little leery of just drilling into carbon fiber, but I don't know. I tied mine off here and it works really well. So it goes up and around. The Cunningham does nothing more than just go straight up out of your mast, straight up into the Cunningham hole up top, and then back down. I do have it tied off to my little ring here, so that way it just makes a nice straight down pull. It gives me a 2-to-1 pull instead of just tying a bowline around it, so it's a straight pull. I get a 2-to-1 just to get a little bit more mechanical advantage. Same thing with my in-haul. It's a 2-to-1 advantage here too. So then the out-haul comes up. There's rigging on the inside of the boom, and I'm using one of the really nice new Allen booms here. It's a really smooth, nice boom, and I'll do another video on that, showing that a little bit. But it comes up and around, comes out of your boom. I like to go up through my sail, and then back down with the Allen system. It comes back and clips in, and it gives me another 2-to-1 here. So that's actually a 2-to-1 underneath the deck. Comes up, there's another 2-to-1 inside, which gives me a 4-to-1, and then it comes up and out, comes around here, giving me another 2-to-1, which makes it a full 8-to-1. Now granted, with the friction and everything else in the system, it's not a true 8-to-1, but it's a very nice, smooth operation. While I'm here, there's a safety right here that ties off just somewhere to the back of your boom up to your sail. It's just a little piece of line, and that's just a safety in case anywhere inside of your outhaul breaks. Your sail will slide forward up your mast. Coach D says it will break your mast if the wind catches it right, but it's going to make it very difficult for you to get back to the dock, because we all know that whenever something goes wrong and breaks on your boat, the wind is never in your favor, so you're kind of screwed at that point. So make sure you have that safety. I believe it is one of the class rules as well, but just make a safety. You can't go wrong with that. I run continuous lines all the way across the boat, so if I'm hiked out and I realize that my in-haul's not connected, I was in a hurry making a rounding, I can just pull on one side and it locks in the other. So if you're deciding between just dead end lines or continuous, I do suggest splicing in continuous lines. So it's just really nice. Yeah, so anyway, so that's the very basics of rigging and how to rig it. I'm going to do a couple other videos showing different things on how to rig, how things are rigged and stuff, but that's the very basic. That's just the first video to kind of get us started. So if you have any questions or are not sure what's, or you have an idea for a video that you would like for me to do, you can go to my website, finpartsusa.com. My email, my phone number, everything's there. You can call, text, email me, and we'll talk about it, and then maybe I'll shoot a video if it's something that might help you more. So hopefully you liked it, and yeah, I'll see you later. See you on the water. Bye.